We are back right now. We're going to have a chest workout with my coach, Rubens. We are 16 weeks away from the competition. Good thing because I was making different calculations in my mind. Like it was 10 weeks and I was freaking out.
I understand you.
I was freaking out, but we got 16, so that's going to be good. So what are we going to do today?
Yeah, so we're going to do chest. And for this time, we're going to reach some, how can I say that? Like when you reach the limit,
we're going to push you to the... We're going close to failure.
Yeah, we're going to close to fail. To understand how close he is to his limits. So
and how safely we can get to failure, because going to failure doesn't mean that you have to hurt yourself. You have to respect the limits.
Yeah, let's do this.
Take a look.
Vamos!
What's the usual weight for 8 reps?
8? I think I can reach around 245, 255 pounds.
All right, so this question is super important because the first thing you need to understand when prescribing your workout or your client's workout is that maximum limit. Now for warm-up, I like using 30 to 40% of the total load. So if it's around 240, 250 pounds, we're talking about starting with 50 pounds. That's about 20 pounds on each side, which is roughly 10 kilos, just to give an idea. And we're gonna do a warm-up here, the most important thing before increasing the load. The warm-up needs to be something you can do very easily. Why? Because it helps push synovial fluid into your joints, warms up the muscles in a smooth way, and you do it with full control and mastery of the weight. It should be easy to handle and not require help from anyone, all right? Ideally, you'll do 15, 20, even 25 reps.
Let me ask you something. A lot of people talk about doing 15-minute warm-ups, movement work. I get it, especially when I used to compete in football or pro wrestling. It helped because I was always injured dealing with all that. But what I do today, now that I don't compete as often, is take the first exercise and go really slow, gradually increasing weight, full range of motion. That's how I warm up. What's your take on that?
All right, that's it for today. Video's over. He just wrapped up everything I was going to teach anyway. Okay, take care and see you next time. Kidding, stick around. I believe your warm-up needs to be joint-specific and localized.
Specific.
Exactly. Do I need to walk on the treadmill? No. Can I? Sure. You recommend it? No, I don't. Because I think all your energy should be prioritized for the lifting session.
And also, most people who aren't athletes have limited time, right? It's not about going to the gym for 15 minutes of warm-up and 1 hour of training.
That's it. And what I believe makes all the difference, does it help? No, then don't do it. What helps to warm up locally? I load lightweight, do lots of reps, increase blood flow to the target muscle, send more synovial fluid to the joint, and we're ready. Got it? 1 or 2 sets like this are more than enough to be warmed up for the training. So now I can jump straight in, Rubens, to failure. Man, if it was Rubens from 10, 12 years ago, I'd say yes. So if his max is 245, we going with 230, 240 already? No. Now what I like to do is a gradual load progression, taking him to around 60, 70% of his working weight. And then we'll start doing sets that begin to feed his muscles, even if that means slightly increasing the rep count so it's comfortable and he feels the pump coming. So now we're doing 10 reps. Note, the weight is still comfortable for him. He has full control, doesn't need a spotter. The fact that he's using the Smith machine helps with safety. He's at 135 pounds, about 50, 60% of his usual max. Now let's increase a bit more. That was the first working set. But aren't only the near failure sets considered valid? Not for me. For me, anything already in that ordinary intensity zone above 60% counts as a working set. So that one counted out of 4 sets. That was the first one. Rick, Cezar's cameraman, asked an interesting question. With 60 weeks to go, are you still increasing weight? What I'm doing here isn't progressive overload. What I'm doing is respecting his integrity. So the near failure sets come after he's completely prepared and warmed up. Will it make sense to go straight in now? Like did a warm up of 20, 25 reps. Max is 40 kilos each side. Just slap it on. Can you do that? You can, but you shouldn't. Why? You're more prone to injury. You're just starting your session. So this kind of daily load progression is necessary, fundamental. So that even if you have to do more reps, your muscle is warmed up and ready for effort. Now Cezar's reaching 85 to 90% of his normal working load. And if he works out today, we'll try for a PR. What is a PR? It's hitting his personal record. Let's see if that happens. That's not the goal for today though. Let's go, Cezar.
9. Nota a percepção de esforço. 10. Cabe 2. 11. Mais uma. Boa.
Rubens, was that to Fader? No, because he finished 12 reps without me touching the bar, and he clearly had 1 or 2 reps left. So look, we got 12 reps, even above today's range of 8 to 10 reps, and he still had some left in the tank with 225. Exactly what we wanted. What do we do now? Slight increase in weight. Let's try to hit or stay close to 10 reps next set, still without hitting failure. You'll notice this. Cool? 245 pounds, technically very close to or matching Cezar's PR. So today, I think you're going to see something special. He'll hit his max ever. This is a threshold set. Is it failure? No. But it's his limit for today. What does threshold mean? It's when I notice that he wouldn't be able to get an 11th rep. So once I get close to his mechanical failure point, I'm at the threshold, near max reps he could do. With this load, he wouldn't have gotten another rep. So this was an extremely valid limit set. Now we'll try to beat this PR. At 10 pounds, on each side, best ever, aim for at least 8 reps. Let's see if he can do it. 255 pounds, personal best for Cezar. Goal is 8 reps. Even 6 would be solid, but the idea is to give him longer rest. So if you're aiming to increase your PR, know this. Longer rest in compound lifts is fundamental. You can't compare bench press to flies or crossover on accessories. Maybe 30 to 45 seconds is fine. For progressing on compound lifts, you need 90 seconds, 2 minutes, even 2.5 minutes. Cool? Ready? You're going all in now. It's your weight. The extra is nothing. Let's go.
Não tem nada aí. Tem cisco a mais que você colocou. Vambora.
War now.
Vamos.
1, 2, easy. 3, 4, fast halfway. Warrior. 5.
Vamos, Cezar. Vamos, Cezar.
Let's go, Cezar. 6. Come on. 7. Don't stop. 8. I want 10. You're doing it. 9. One more. Let's go. Nice.
Nothing like beating a record, right?
Nada como bater o recorde, hein?
Man, I love the sport for that. A lot of people think it's about the final physique on stage performing, but the day-to-day of this grind is priceless. Now that it's over, something cool to point out. In the previous sets, lots of rational talk with Cezar, you're at X weight, goal is Y, etc. In the last one, you guys gotta understand that bodybuilding is 90% technique, 10% heart. So on that last PR rep, to do everything right, the motivation is different. It's no longer rational. It turns into, this is nothing for you. You got this. This is easy. You already did it. I believe in you. Let's go. So you raise your voice, raise the tone, add some energy to get them on that same frequency. Got it? And there it is. The goal was 8 at his PR of 245. We hit 10 with 255. Too good.
That's the sweet spot. And it's that thing. It's competition with yourself.
Exactly.
Bodybuilding or just training in general, it doesn't even have to be bodybuilding. Training itself is a competition against yourself, not a comparison with others.
For sure.
What did I do last week? I did this. Okay, next week I want to do this. And every week you get better. And when you apply that mentality to everything, you bring it into all areas of life. At work, this month I did this. Next month I want to do that. This week I spent X amount of time with my kid. Next week I'll do Y. You start applying this principle, right? There are small improvements, that 0.01% every day. And when it stacks, it compounds. If you look at it on a graph, it's not linear. It starts slow, slow, slow. Then suddenly it shoots up. Beautiful.
That's it. Let's go.
Vamos. Isso. 2. 10. Boa.
Quero subir mais. Vou guardar para a próxima.
And the right way to spot is under the elbow, not how you just did, right? Yes, but it's important for a client to understand the exact arc, the biomechanics of the movement. What's most important here, since this is Cezar's first set, and he's not using his max weight, I know he'll have good control, so I can skip elbow assistance and just limit how far I want him to go up. Because the worst thing he can do in this exercise is lock out, that bone-on-bone joint stacking. If he fully extends, the muscle can rest. I prefer to limit his range of motion, so when he hits my hand, he comes right back down, keeping the chest under tension.
Just so you understand, he's talking about this right here. If I'm in this position doing bench press, I can't do this. Sometimes you're too tired and end up doing that movement. That movement no longer works the chest. And it's risky because you lose shoulder blade engagement. When you come back, you get destabilized and can't start the next rep. So it should always be this movement right here. My elbow doesn't even fully extend.
Or even just this, the fact that you keep the scapula engaged but lock out your arms allows you to rest on your bones and relax the pecs. You can just hang out here with your pecs totally disengaged. But if you slightly bend your elbows, boom, pecs fire immediately. Try this at home, lay on the ground, arms fully extended, see how your pecs can be soft, no contraction. Now bend a little, pecs activate right away.
Feels like a free in each hand, right?
Let's go.
Vamos. Vai. Bora. Vai. Vai fritar a volta agora, hein? Vai fritar a volta. Bora. 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 Segura. Boa. Boa. Boa, Cezar. Boa. Boa. Aí.
Normally I do this on the first exercise, not the last.
Oh, really?
That way I can go heavier.
You start with it?
I like to start with it.
That explains it.
Or any kind of fly movement. Sometimes I do it seated.
That's super interesting. He just said that he normally starts with this exercise and heavier, but uses it as the first one. That shows why we tend to favor one exercise over another. Basic exercises move more weight and drain more energy. And that's why when we did it now, same weight, same exercise. How many sets do you usually do here?
I do 4 sets with more weight than this.
How many reps?
12, 15.
Now drop to 7 reps. Same weight, same exercise. Why? Because we placed it third today and he came in already fatigued. So the dynamic changes completely. That's the cool thing. If you're stuck on a bench press and can't progress anymore, stop doing it for a while. Use other exercises. Dumbbells, cables, machines. Then come back and you'll probably be strong on the main lifts.
Or change the order.
Exactly.
Whatever you want to improve, place it first or second. I like doing it second. That way the first exercise is a great warm-up and the second you can go heavy, especially for those who train alone. Most of my clients train solo, so I prefer that setup. And the order. When we build a workout, it's not just throw this and that. There's a reason behind it. And sometimes it's good to mix it up. For example, I rarely do this as my last exercise, but it's good because now I'm totally fatigued. And with just a bit of weight, I feel way more. It's a different kind of stimulus than what I'm used to. That's why even if you know your stuff, been training for years, having a coach helps. I've trained for 20 years, and sometimes I just need that little nudge to improve. It's super important when you're doing cable exercises or flies. When you pull, don't start from way out here. Pull from close to your body. Same on the other side. Bring it up and in. Now pull up.
Aqui eu levo lá pra cima. E aí eu venho aqui.
Bora. Isso. 2. Bora. 10. Vamos. Vai.
This is the client's reaction when they hear they're doing a rest pause set.
Inspira. Inspira. Vai. Vamos. 3. 4.
You know what I love about rest pause? We've got 25 pounds each side, the same weight he used earlier for 15 reps, and now it's enough for 3 to 4 brutal reps in this shoulder workout. So, if you understand how to apply these load variations, how to use metabolic techniques like this to make your workout intense, bro, 25 pounds a warm-up load can wreck you.
Advanced techniques are for advanced lifters. If you're just starting, seriously, don't try this yet. Take it slow. Master the basics first.
Here, take your shirt off, man.
Tira a camisa, cara.
Bro, the pump is incredible, right? I love the pump, man. Today, Cezar trained chest, front delts, and shoulders in 16 weeks. He's doing his first bodybuilding show ever. Oh, man, it's already looking crazy. Nice. Cezar is competing in men's physique, right? He's a 2-meter tall guy. So I think given his frame, that's going to be hard to match in the category. Exhale. Keep the core tight the whole time. That way the abs look crisp. Side view. Yep, good. Now turn around. When I'm at this angle here, I lose the width of his back. But if he sets the pose and lean back, Cezar. There. Now the view is way better. So the judges are right here. Might not look best for the crowd, but he has to impress the judges, not the audience. Now turn to the front again. Good, good. Dry it out. Nice. Do a frontable bicep so I can see.
Em cima pra ver.
Flex the pecs. Front.
I always had trouble with this pose. I don't know why, but I feel like I can't activate it much.
Because your limbs are longer, doing the crab pose is harder.
Mais
longo, né?
Longo. Fazer o crab pra você é ruim. Você tem que
You have to close it off right here.
Entendeu? Senão não
That it, otherwise you won't look good.
Entendeu?
But like this, looks good.
Agora com a mão
Now with your hand here, look even better, wider,
fica mais largo.
top tier.
And we really hope you guys are enjoying this content. Sometimes we talk a little bit too much, like on a more advanced thing, but it's good for you to know whatever you can get. So take some advice from this guy that knows a lot and apply those little things that you see right here. Stay up in the channel. Make sure that you follow him so you learn your Portuguese as well. And that's it. See you next time.